Okay, Sam, what's Voeld got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Voeld.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara, the Resistance? What's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hojara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive off this mountain, right?
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now. Keep an eye on your sensors. The temperature's gonna drop.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold. Quickly! Before they find the resistance!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
How long have the Angara been fighting the Ket? Must feel like forever.
They're a tough bunch.
I, and many others, have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
attacking us.
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Looks like Ket ahead. We should be careful.
Jal, I heard you singing the other day. I peeked in. You were applying lotion to your neck. Flaps.
You're mistaken.
About...
The singing. However, the daily application of hydrogenated ash salve is important to keep my neck flaps glossy.
So many questions. The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I should have dressed warmer. It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
I think that's cat tech. Stay alert.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
So, am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Another memory trigger.
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
You're so alive, PB. More than the others of your species I've met.
I think you're fascinating. Angara are so open with their feelings.
This is a little uncomfortable.
And humans, as we can see, are not.
Ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Ijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Voeld's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Don't think that ice is for slushies. Bad weather for it.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely
you're Ryder.
different. They
It's an
contain
honor to
traces
meet you.
of 4 different
What can I
radioactive
do for you?
isotopes.
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijaro. We're right above an inland sea and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the cat showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, journalists, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what journalist says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
The temperature is
The
falling,
Monax got iced
Pathfinder.
up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system. I'll take a look.
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
I was about to say the same to you. Is that thing Ket?
Sure is. On our last dig, the Ket destroyed our land cruiser. So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
You stole from the Ket? You're my hero.
From what I hear, you're doing a lot more than just stealing from them.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here, besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research equipment here. 1 minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day's exciting. Besides, Aya can get on without me. Ajara Station needs me.
Do you work with Remnant tech?
Not really. I can't activate it, so there's no point. Those tool structures with the lights are fascinating, though. I'd love to get inside one and tinker around. If you're interested, they're north of here.
I'll get going.
Stay warm.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
How's the dig going?
We can't get deep
Life
enough to take
support
it
is
from the
back
sound.
online.
The ice is too thick.
You're that alien pathfinder they call Raider.
Finished days ago.
Oh, I wish I could talk.
Try asking Armroll
How do I
about
get this
it.
sky-cursed piece of junk working? It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
High-powered communications array. Most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Stars! What's that interference?
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up on Nilj? He was your best... You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
You made a quick decision about me.
You got me. I hoped that if I flattered you, you'd help me rescue my uncle, Nilj.
You don't need to manipulate Raider.
I had to try something. If the Ket move Nilj from the labor camp, we'll never find him again. Will you do it? Will you help me?
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.
Do we have a plan for the cable? Send the seismology team to scout it first. We don't want to cause an avalanche digging around in there. They told me you might be coming through. Watch your step. We buried data probes in the snow.
What is this place?
Hijara Station, the only research base on Voeld. Educated on Aya, trained by the Resistance.
Takes guts to be stationed out here alone.
They only send scientists who can handle themselves in a fight. Since the Resistance can't always protect us, we protect ourselves.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Voeld has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has the station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies. This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under cover.
The human is listening to us.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Passy.
Not so fast. You still don't know how to read a weather pattern.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Joel, I tried that paste the Angara eat. Smelled great, but it was not delicious.
And I find your food very bland. Belisaria Bisale, how will we ever get along?
Yeah. That's what I get for trying to make conversation.
Hostiles ahead!
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
I think that's it. Good work.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Did I see you unpacking the other day? And then packing and then unpacking?
What? No. Maybe.
Trying to keep me on my toes?
Just keeping me on my toes, actually.